Hello,
Hi,
welcome to Tasty
hi,
Cakes in Dominican Republic.
Hi, es queque de testo? Is that how you say it?
That's
My
not good
Spanish
Spanish.
is so great. Everyone talks about how it's so great.
What do you need,
So
lady?
great. Listen, hi, how are you? Wow, you look
I'm
so
great.
nice.
I've been on this shift
Yeah.
since 1984.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I need a cake today. And what I need to get...
We got that. Here, take this one.
No. I need a cake like 3 layers, and I need it to be in the shape of a very large eggplant. Just a huge eggplant. Yeah.
Well, here's this vanilla cake.
No.
And this is yours.
No. Mama loves chocolate. I need a chocolate cake, please.
Well, here's this chocolate cake.
Okay, but can you write happy birthday?
We do not write anything after the bakers are gone.
What?
No writing for you. No, the bakers have left. It is the rules. There is no cake for you ever. It cannot be done. That's the people upstairs.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry, Baker. Your neighbor upstairs, I think, just died, and it threw me out of the scene.
It's an artillery factory.
Oh, okay, sure. Well, listen.
They make weapons.
Okay, well, weapons, schmeppins. I get what I want.
All right, here you go. I guess we can do this. Just squirt some icing around here. Just get the fuck out of my store. Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Beyonce.
Marrying someone you've only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's reality, yes,
Let's love.
Danielle's got a Danielle, y'all. Danielle's got a Danielle.
I always get what I want. I have never wanted to slap someone through my TV screen as much as I did in that statement of I'm always going to get what I want. It's not even a question. Y'all, no one talks like that except for supervillains.
This is The Other Way. Season 4, episode 11, our part 2. The tongue has no bone, but it cuts deep. What is that? Who was that about?
Someone who is hurting someone with their, maybe Kris.
I know. With maybe
Kris
Kris.
and Jeymi.
Well, maybe, yeah, because Kris got hurt because Jeymi said, you don't love me, or whatever.
You don't love me anymore. Anyway, y'all, this miserable bitch is going to get her cake.
She's going to get her cake.
What doesn't matter?
But she's
what?
not going to get to eat it, too, because she left.
I do have to say, she walked in the day of this cake place.
Y'all.
And says, so I need a cake. If I was in New York, I would just get a cake with like his body on it. And the thing is, you could not get a cake like that on the day of.
No.
You would have to order it.
And of course she would want a cake with his body on it because that's what she wants to remind everyone that she's
that she
gay.
has, that she owns.
That she owns
Yeah.
his body.
It's
You can't do this. No. We live in Los Angeles. If I walked up to fucking Vanilla Bakery or Susie Cakes or Magnolia or, wow, I know a lot of bakeries.
I was going to say.
Wow.
Whoa.
Sweet Lady Jane's.
Where's your punch card?
Whoa! Okay,
Wow.
I feel seen. But if I walked up to any of those bakeries that I've never been to before
No.
and said, hi, excuse me, kind woman, kind sir, I'd like a cake today, they would look at me like I was nutso.
Well,
Like a specific cake.
I think what he was saying is the bakers who do things, who do all the things, they are gone for the day.
Not Danielle.
And she was this guy was basically the guy who sells them, and y'all, and they they probably have rules about who can actually touch the cakes.
Probably, yes.
And it was, and she's like, "What do you mean? You can't rub some icing on?" Going full Karen. And the thing about it is, I don't think Yohan would have cared if there was a cake for 25 people.
He didn't give a shit, y'all. She threw this party. Do I think a part of her wanted to do something nice for him? Maybe. But she threw this party to show his family how much she does for him.
And how much money she has. And that she can do this.
That she can do this.
Totally. This is throwing her weight around.
Yes.
And not just her butt when she walks away.
Not just her butt when she walks away.
Yo, this is toe. And this is any announcements we have before we jump in.
We want to remind people on Reality Gaze Plus, we are going strong with Seeking Brother Husband and Extreme. You Mean My Ex will be coming back. That first episode will be on the free feed, so you can try before you buy. But then that will jump to the $8 cringe tier in Reality Gaze Plus. We've already seen that one couple. April is coming back.
April, whose ex-husband Roy, remember her?
Yes.
I just miss Roy so much.
Explain the situation for people. So y'all, You and Me, My Ex is basically kind of what Seeking Brother Husband almost wants to be. But explain the premise of this
basically
show.
Boundaries. What boundaries?
What boundaries?
These are people who are too close to people who they've seen before. Our favorites are Lisa and her.
So there's
her husband and the other.
Yes, and a lot of times these are people who are still good friends with their ex.
Yeah.
And their ex is involved in their life.
And their current relationship doesn't like it. So this Roy and April were together, and then I can't remember her.
He went away from them and fought in the military.
Yeah.
Did she cheat on him?
I think so.
I think she cheated on him. She cheated when he was deployed with this guy, right?
With this new guy who she's married to. Mm-hmm. And then she basically was bound to determine she was going to become friends with his ex-wife.
Well, no, is it his ex-wife or his actual wife? I think it's his So her ex-husband.
No, he's getting married. He's marrying her.
He's marrying her.
And then his ex.
I can't remember all their names.
It doesn't matter. His ex is the one who she wanted to be friends with.
Oh, yes. And they're best friends. They started a podcast together.
Yes. And the husband hates that they're best friends.
Confused yet? It is confusing, but it's also just messy.
But April wanted her ex Roy at her wedding.
Yeah.
I just really want Roy to come.
We haven't seen any.
April's deluded.
It's kind of shocking we don't have a trailer yet for that.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on at the Squirrel Factory.
We should have a trailer.
Yeah. It's weird. I agree.
Weird. Anyway, but we're excited. It's a great cringe show.
God, I miss Kayla.
It's coming back on the. I don't think she's going to be back.
She's a one season burn brightly, and then we never see her again.
It's premiering the same day as Love in Paradise, which is going to be
We're Never Sleeping Again.
No. And all this the week of Poodle show in Orange County.
Yeah.
So
that's why if I look tired, please don't tell me I need to get some sleep. I'm aware.
Same. You look the same.
I'm trying to kill you with my brain.
Say it with me, y'all. You'll pay.
You'll pay.
You'll pay. But Love in Paradise is not just a Discovery Plus show anymore. It is going to be airing on TLC.
So it's going to be on the free feed.
So we are going to have two concurrent 90 Day shows running at the same time.
Well, technically, Darcy and Stacey was a 90-day show.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Again, if you have not watched, we told you before this episode, but they're... the gay couple is back from season 2. If you have not watched season 2 of Love in Paradise, stop what you're doing now. Fucking binge that shit in one day.
It's on our free feed.
It's on. Well, but even watch the show on Discovery Plus.
Actually, no. Is it on our free? We did drop it because it aired on TLC later.
We dropped 6
in
months
December.
later. We aired it. But y'all, go on Discovery Plus and watch that because you're going to need the context.
Yeah, there's a lot of storytelling that happens.
Yeah, when your storyline is we're both tops and someone needs to bottom, which is what their main storyline was, you're going to want to see that. Again, Love in Paradise, maybe tied with A Single Life, but Love in Paradise is probably my favorite spinoff of 90 Day Fiancé.
It's not mine, but
It's not yours, but it is my favorite.
And maybe Gabby and Abby will be back.
Oh,
Doubtful.
please.
Doubtful.
Please, I hope there's another Frankie.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think Gabby caused a hurricane and they put her in jail.
Yeah, it is so good, y'all. So
The Sea
anyway,
Witch.
you gotta watch. You need to watch season 1 and 2. Honestly.
Yep.
By the way, Mark and what's her name didn't make it. Spoiler alert.
She's better than he is.
Poodle is so sad.
Team K forever.
All right, I think that's all. We
And
need to
neither
say.
did Ariana or Sherlon.
Oh, well, I don't know. I doubt they're on season 3. I think they're done.
No.
Isn't he married to someone else now?
I think so.
But maybe Ariana's back.
And
Y'all,
they've been fighting on social media.
Y'all, you gotta watch these first 2 seasons of this. It's so fucking good. That is worth even Discovery Plus for 1 month. Just get it.
that storyline should have just been called "He's Just Not That Into
It's just
You."
not that into you.
Even though you have a baby.
They actually might show season 2 on TLC right now. Because sometimes to build up to a new season, they'll show reruns.
They already did.
No, sometimes they'll show the
Oh,
reruns
I see what you're
and
saying.
build up. Anyway, all right, who we talking about for Drag Defense Fund? Don't forget that charity this month. May 17th is when the moment's going to be.
7th.
That's what I said. All right, who we talking about first?
The little miserable bitch that could.
The little miserable bitch that
And the man mountain, Yohan. Danielle and Yohan.
Woof.
So, just when you think she won't bring it, she's a clutch. She's the clutch player in this.
Because it is
season.
interesting that he does act like an asshole to her.
He
in this
does.
episode,
I totally agree.
but she trounces his asshole with her asshole.
She's like, is that what you got?
Look,
Watch this. Hold my beer.
Because a part of you goes, well, I don't feel sorry for her, but that's kind of me. Oh, never mind. That went away.
There's something about. I felt bad for her last week when he says there are consequences.
He's doing that silence. I'm mad at you, and I'm going to punish you, which is really
Yeah.
The word for that is toxic. That is gross.
But don't worry, y'all.
Remember, he thinks he's on 90 Day Fiancé. Again, I'm going to go back to that. It's like when we kept forgetting Brittany was actually married.
He's on a whole different
He's
show.
on hold. Remember, y'all, he thinks they're going to go back to the U.S.
He really does believe that.
He doesn't know they're on tow.
Yeah.
Like he
They
probably
went. She went the other way.
She probably is so glad that he doesn't have great English skills because on the tell-all he would get it.
That's the point.
Yeah.
She needs to be with someone.
She thinks he's dumb.
She needs to be with someone who either doesn't know the whole story so she can manipulate everything.
Yep.
Y'all, it's Yohan's birthday today, and she's doing a ritual. Again, just more nuttiness.
She's putting
I'm here for eggshells.
Eggshells around a coconut, and then if she kicks the coconut around the apartment, it'll change the energy. Yohan laying there like a big dick snack, I will say on that. He barely fits on the bed. God,
It's true. And
God.
y'all, he's confused, but the cute thing is he kind of helps
well,
her.
because it's soccer.
Yeah, he gets that.
He loves kicking balls around.
So, and then he prays. Y'all, you know I love a passive aggressive Father Ouija's prayer.
It's true. You love kicking balls around too.
I do.
I just saw you were just watching that movie, Ted Lasso.
It's a good one. Ted Lasso. They've had a good season this year.
What was your favorite?
The
What was your
penalty
favorite
kick.
plot?
The penalty kicks.
What was your favorite storyline of Ted Lasso this year?
Definitely the shirtless scrimmage that ended up with a gangbang on a referee. It's the
Were any flags
it's
thrown?
the surprises in the storyline. Yeah. Everyone got a yellow card. And then they jizzed on them.
Yeah, I got that. I got that. Yeah.
Oh, we can make anything about gay sex.
God,
That's a
our old
talent.
sissy Clara would have loved that reference. God bless Claire. I think
Oh,
about
she
her.
would
She would
have.
have loved that. Sissy Claire. Rest in
Oh,
power,
rest
Claire.
in
We
power.
love you.
Boy, if anyone's resting in power,
She is
it
resting in
Claire.
some power. Love her.
So y'all, Baba has told her to do this.
Her
and-
spiritual leader.
And he basically says, he's like, now I'm going to pray to my God, Lord, please don't let Danielle be so stubborn.
Yeah.
That I can tell you right now, that prayer's not going to come true.
That prayer is not going to come true. That is a bold. That is a very Southern Baptist preacher.
It's a passive-aggressive.
A passive aggressive prayer.
It's like when my father will sometimes do a blessing.
Because your mom doesn't do those, but your dad does,
Yeah.
right?
My father does the worst passive-aggressive father wages blessings.
Oh.
It's just like, and Father Friend, I'm so happy for Mother Poodle's bless her car. Hopefully she does not get more speeding tickets.
And your mom's just sitting over there biting her jaw.
Hope and help us to not have any more disagreements tonight. Help her know that I love her.
Even though I have to tell her all the time. Let her remember.
You think I'm making it up? Both of them kind of. My mother doesn't do a lot of passive aggressive praying, but that's my father's technique.
Well, I will say your father does not.
Father Friend, help Jaybird to know I respect him and whatever he chooses, and forgive us of our many sins.
Even if it's not weird. Help him to realize I wish him just to invest a little bit in real estate.
Father Friend, Father Friend, help Brother Poodle's wife to know that we don't dislike her. We're just trying to get her to be better.
You need to send this to your brother. He'll love it.
No, he is the worst for that, and he does it. It just kind of slips it in.
You know, your dad doesn't have the subtlety in his passive aggressive. Your mother does.
My mother does. No,
because your mom really plays a long game.
Oh yeah, it's masterful.
Yeah.
No, my father is just kind of
And on the receiving end of that,
He waits to do it in prayer, which is kind of the worst time.
yeah.
Yeah, my parents are real pieces of work. So y'all,
Never forget when I got that Father's Day response from your mother. That text.
when you texted my father,
I texted your mom, and I texted both of them just to say
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. I was thinking of you today. I'm so glad because you were doing better.
Yep.
This is the year of the coma, and I was like, I'm so glad Jake's doing better. Hope
Happy
y'all are
Father's
doing-
Day, Father Poodle.
Just kind of like sending the love, and then I get a, "God, Matt, thanks so much for that. Funny, I didn't get a Mother's Day text." And I went, what?
It's so typical.
Did you tell your brother that?
He died.
And then I said it
He laughed. And he's like, that makes sense.
I said it to Jake, and I said, how do I respond to this? And Jake said, don't.
You
Just
can't.
Don't. You can't respond.
There's
You've been
no
beaten.
response.
You've been beaten.
The only thing is to take a lily and lie down. That's your response. And grab it and pass away. Yo, if you ever wonder why I'm the way I am, it's the two parents who raised me. I think they did a pretty good job.
They did.
But we can't choose our models. So give yourself, if you ever think to yourself, God, why do I do this? Why do my parents influence me this way? Remember, we don't choose our models. They are with us through at least consistently the first 18 years of our life. If we're blessed even to have parents.
If you have parents that are supportive.
You know,
Well, if they're not, if your parents aren't in your lives, it's still modeling something.
Yeah, you've still
that affects you.
So give yourself some slack.
That takes decades
Yep.
to undo. Lifetimes.
I've been working on it for a while. As we were saying, after she is going to do a surprise party for 25 people, she makes sure to say how many people, so everyone can see what a big deal she's doing.
Big deal.
And I think I wrote down the cake scene that we did earlier, and that's when she's like, these cakes are just too basic for my husband. My cake,
No.
what she really means is these cakes are too basic for me.
Yeah.
And so y'all, he gives her the writing tool, as he calls it. And so she does. He's like, well, you should work here.
The baker gives her he said, you can write on your own cake.
She really
By the
does.
way, is there a party going on
No,
outside?
they just have very loud voices whenever they go to their car.
Boy, just having a phone conversation
No,
out there.
it's you can hear. She broadcasts to the world, and it seems like she's always on her phone when she's walking to her car. I know. I don't understand it.
I think she has problems being alone.
That's true. She does.
Sorry, we're just talking about Poodle's
That's
neighbors.
a different neighbor, though.
Yeah.
Not that one upstairs.
Take a drink every time we talk about Poodle's neighbor.
So, y'all, she basically says when she has the great phrase, this is her housewives villain phrase. I'm always get what I want. I'll always get what I want. It's not even a question.
And I wrote, I hate you.
I know. That's when I want to go, pop. right through the TV.
Yeah, just pop. So they're heading to dinner to the surprise party. And Daniel's like, I hope he understands that he is my first priority.
No, he's not.
No, he's not, because you haven't put any of the things he wanted first. Nothing.
Nope. So, y'all, then he's just like, so what do you want to do on your birthday? What do you want to do? And he's like, I don't know, climb mountains or do that, something nature. And she said, maybe climb Mount Everest. And she's like, yeah. And she's like, honey, only 10 people have done that. Not true.
Not true.
Lots and lots of people have
That's
climbed
true.
Mount Everest. You take a look at that.
Hey, Siri, how many people have climbed Mount Everest?
I think it's a
Let's
lot
see
of
what
people.
it says. Over 5,000. Over 5,000 climbers have climbed Mount Everest. That's bigger than the town of Lone Grove.
Wow.
Half the size of Pickens.
Pickens is about, I think Pickens is probably 12, 15,000.
Oh, y'all are big.
Yeah.
Wow.
So y'all, she walks, all his family is there, and she's like, he's like, who did this? And she's like, me. I thought of it. It's all due to me.
It's all due to me. She really does. She does talk like a villain.
So y'all, later on, he's like, I thank God for this party. I thank everybody else. I thank the people. I think the people who put these tables together. I thank the people who assembled these, who made the balloons. God,
That mosquito that just flew by, I thank it for the breath from its wings.
yes,
He
And
thanks everything in the
she's
fucking
sitting there
world.
just like this.
She's just sitting there, and even the dad, his dad who
Yep.
says, "Hey, do you want to thank your
Thank your
wife?"
wife.
And he goes, "I already did."
I already thanked her, y'all.
And he sits. That was a dick move. That was really cruel.
I will say you're right, but he just kind of, and she went, "Excuse me."
It was really terrible for him to do that.
Yeah, but it was kind of funny.
But it was kind of great because she's just fucking beat him down and so he's kind of just giving her a taste of her own medicine.
She goes, now boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, boom, boom,
Boom.
and she walks out with those hips, and
She walks out. Yeah.
He and she's like, it's crazy. He's pretending I don't exist in front of his family.
She said, it's humiliating. And I went, but you...
That's the basis of your whole relationship.
But you emasculate him constantly. And how dare you use the word humiliating when he's explained to you that's why he doesn't want to meet your ex, because that is humiliating to him. And you tell him he's being childish.
So, y'all, he goes after her. And then it's something she says to him a lot of, you don't understand how much I do for you. You have no gratitude. And she's so fucking gross when she talks
Here's the
this
deal,
way.
though. She's gross, and I do see validity in what she's saying. There is an arrogance to Yohan. I do think because he's tall, good looking, and has a huge dick.
It's a huge penis.
I do feel like he's into himself, and he thinks that he is enough.
Yeah.
So it does kind of make. This was the first time I watched this episode, and I thought, wait, are y'all kind of both terrible people and kind of perfect for one another?
I don't think he's great.
I kind of feel like, but I'm leaning in. If you're watching the Intimate Portrait, it doesn't make me have sympathy for her.
Absolutely not.
Don't get me wrong on this.
This is the policy of this podcast that says we will never say anything nice about Danielle.
Both
like Gwyneth Paltrow. That is in the bylaws of this podcast.
I felt sorry for her. I just bought a candle from Goop.
How dare you?
I'm kidding, I didn't.
She's fine. I wish you good luck. Still,
I
will say, if I've ever come close to liking her, the amount of pettiness that she had when she told that guy, I wish you good luck. Good luck to you.
I do like her style.
I got it. Shut up. Remember, no, I'm not allowing this. I'm cutting it.
But Shakespeare in Love was good.
No, it wasn't.
He was so hot in that movie.
That I'll allow you about. It wasn't as good as the movie as everyone remembers.
And her Oscar dress was gorgeous.
That pink thing?
Yes.
I don't know. Retroactively, I blocked her out of my brain. Ugh.
Anyway.
Yuck. That's
both
my
things
favorite
can be
part in
true.
Outbreak when she died. And like the best part of 7, as I said before, was her head in the box.
So,
spoiler alert.
And so she's saying why, and Yohan basically said, "Well, I was upset with you, and that's why I didn't want to thank you." So he is punishing her
on this.
These are the consequences for her actions.
The day before my birthday,
he does talk about it like it is a.
On my birthday eve.
On the birthday eve, you betrayed me,
You
Judas.
told me you wanted to go to see your ex.
You kissed me on the cheek.
Ruined my birthday.
Has anyone ever told the story of Christ through Judas's eyes? I'm sure someone has.
Oh, I'm sure. I think there's a book
movie?
called The Gospel of Judas that I read once.
I'm not going to read it. I don't care that much. I just thought about it. Has anyone ever told it where Judas is like a gay, vicious queen?
I doubt it.
That's the musical I want to see.
Great. And then when she said, "You don't understand. My whole life is for you. My whole life
is for you to bang me."
Yeah, and we're going to stay here forever so I can avoid taxes.
So I can avoid that bankruptcy and I can get vacation dick constantly. But my whole life is for you. She leaves.
And I just like it that somehow she still wound up making, even though it was his surprise party, she still made it about her.
Because she said, now I've got to go in there and your family's seeing me cry. So she leaves and they fucking eat that cake without her.
Because it's a party.
Now it's a party.
Now that she's gone.
Y'all, that's all I got. We're going to take a quick break.
And we'll be back. I'm determined Debbie, and I'm here to say I love Oussama in a major way. Ooh.
My name is Oussama, and I love my Debbie. She's meeting my parents, so she better get ready.
I wasn't expecting the eye. Those of you on the Intimate Portrait saw that.
You know, I can portray Oussama's lazy eye because
it's
I
true.
have one myself.
It is quite distracting sometimes.
It really was all the way in that cab. He was talking to her. You know what? I'm with you, Oussama. I got one too. I was just talking the other. I love it. I love it when I'm talking to people and some people will kind of look around. They'll say, "I'm sorry, what are you looking at?" And then I say, kind of with relish, "Oh, I have a lazy eye." And
I'm sorry, it's just my lazy eye.
And they go, "Oh, sorry," just to see them feel like shit. I don't feel bad about it.
You
There's nothing to feel bad
you
about.
tell me that I don't bat an eye.
I know, but you're not. You're a terrible person inside. But most people with a conscience, they shrivel up and go, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, I don't care. I got a lazy eye.
His was giving flounder fish realness.
Yeah.
Like going, woo.
Flounder looks good in The Little Mermaid, and they show a little bit of that latest trailer.
You know what? I like
excited for that movie.
I'm not people get in a weird like the racist attacks, all that stuff.
Ugh,
I'm
fuck
not
off.
bothered by the vocalism. Do whatever you want to. I don't think the costumes look very good. I think the costumings look cheap. I think it looked cheap.
I think she looks good. You don't
no,
think she looks good?
look, especially no. Look again.
I thought it looked really pretty when I saw a trailer in the theater.
Maybe I don't know. I just thought the other costuming looked cheap. Yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
I'm a fan of hers. I really like her.
You know what I'm excited about? I'm excited that it kind of was a big fail, even though I love her as an actor. And actor-wise, she was a great cast, but I'm sorry, but Emma Watson can't sing that role. And I'm excited that they actually got an actor who can actually fucking sing Ariel's part. Because
I never saw the
I think Beauty and the Beast would have been a much better movie if she could actually fucking sing.
Did see it. There's a lot of movies I don't need to see.
There was a lot of things I liked about it, but you saw it once. It's fine. I'd rather watch the animated.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just sitting here to Debbie Wig.
What's new?
No, one reason I did that is Debbie was saying things like, Miss, who's the man? Yeah, large and in charge Oussama.
Yes,
like she's trying to get in with the kids.
Yes,
lingo.
my lady. Yes, you getting jiggy with it.
I'm getting jiggy.
You're
with
jiggied
it.
with it, Debbie.
They're
Going to
Chemisette.
My iPad road Kissimmee. Just
It's in
outside
Florida.
of Orlando. Just heading there.
So they are, and Debbie's like, I'm trying to steel myself and make myself strong. Because she's very nervous about meeting the parents.
She is. And he's like, just be yourself.
The light from your face makes everyone love you.
They don't look at age. They don't care about that.
I'm extremely nervous. Because they're going to think there's some terrible American lady trying to steal their son.
She wants to make sure that her intentions are good. Good intentions.
So we learned it from Oussama that his mother is shy. It's hard to say, shy. And he's like, but don't take that personally. He said, I'm nervous too.
He does say in his talking head, he is a little bit nervous because she's from a different culture. And then Debbie says, do they know that I'm moving here permanently? And Oussama said, no, I want you to tell them.
Well, come on, Oussama. You're supposed to have my back.
And that's where she says, I'm a little worried because Oussama's not telling them the full picture.
He has to put all his cards on the table. I think this is a warning sign.
Do the whole thing in the voice, are we?
Yes. It feels like a warm hug now.
It's just gonna. But I do need to. You've been busy, but after this, I need you to go and get a hairbread.
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah, and you need to get that. You know what? You put it on the company card. I need you to buy some of Debbie's jewelry.
It's so expensive.
Like how expensive?
Like a couple $100.
It's a write-off.
I don't know if that's
Kind of
write-off.
worth it.
I don't know.
It would. It's costuming.
That's true.
I just did our taxes, and because you made me buy all that shit for that live show, I wrote every bit of it off.
Good.
Because we used it.
I know. I'm going to
Even
go
when
through
my accountant says, really, an inflatable cow costume? And I said, yes, it's a write-off.
And the other one, the other cow costume.
They said another inflatable. I said, we needed a backup just in case.
I haven't even done that yet. Mine told me I didn't have to do all that when I showed up. He's like, you do that later in our meeting.
I'm really worried about where you meet your accountant and what his actual profession is. We got to be on the up and up on this. My mother worked for the IRS, so I keep it strictly above board.
It's an Armenian restaurant we meet.
Great. Great.
It's in the back room.
I report everything out of fear.
So y'all, they're there and they're meeting the parents, and he's like, smile, smile. And mom is making tea. Fatima, the mom, Asma, the sister, and the father, Muhammad. And y'all, you could not drive a 10-penny nail into mom's ass. She is mortified. She's so nervous. You can tell. His sister's so pretty.
She's gorgeous.
And also, do you notice that he looks like his mom? Is definitely mom's face.
Yeah. He does look like his mom.
And
Asma is his sister.
Yes, Asma.
That's a pretty name.
And at one point,
and Muhammad's the dead.
Dad says,
I wrote his dead.
Dad is pouring tea like that. She's like, your dad's cool.
He's pulling like, she's like, oh, wow.
Daddy-o.
Dad's getting jiggy with it.
He's literally pulling out all her young words.
She is. And now, Debbie gives good meeting because she immediately talks about the uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
And she basically talks about how she likes that Oussama was a family man. And she said, I know it's hard. She said, what do you think about the age difference? Like,
She brought it out there.
Talk about the old elephant in the room.
The old, pretty much surely menopausal elephant
in the room
who cannot bear children anymore.
And Dad Muhammad's like, guess what? I don't give a fuck.
We
and
don't
go,
care.
What?
And he said, it wasn't a block for me. He said, at first I thought it was strange, but then I realized he really loves her, so I give him full freedom. She says, how old are your mom and dad? How old are mom and dad? Turns out Dad is 68. Oh, thank goodness.
Because she's 61.
Something like that. 62, I think.
She's like, and she makes a joke. I'm glad I'm not the oldest person in the room. And they all laugh. They think it's funny.
Except for mom was like,
they do keep cutting to mom. The editor keeps cutting to mom, just kind of looking. If you're watching the intimate portrait, she kind of looks like, you know, when you're sitting by a plane or sitting with someone across from them on a plane and you can tell that they're getting airsick and you're worried they're going to throw up on you. And you're just going.
Or it's someone who's about to shit their pants on a plane.
You're just worried.
You're
like, is this going to happen in front of me?
That's all I've got.
And I wrote, though, wait, is this going to happen? Do I need to have hope? And by the way, a sissy who used to do the programming for, I think, Delta said, if I tweet said that Harold and Maude was a movie on the plane on Delta for a while. And if I tweet them, they'll be very happy to put an old movie back on the plane for me because it costs them nothing.
Great.
So
maybe you could
go.
Watch Harold and Maude.
Maybe
on a plane.
Yeah.
Give it your Oscar.
Yes,
review.
yes. But I don't know. Are they going to make it?
Did you see the Up next week?
Yeah. In true Matt Sharp fashion.
I was right.
In true Matt Sharp fashion, we find the goalpost has been moved.
Not even that. The goalpost was a different goalpost.
He wants to come to America.
Debbie
doesn't want to go to America, y'all, because I think a part of her feels like she'll just get made fun of for the rest of her life if he comes to America.
No, this is her dream, to be this place and be away from people who thought she was strange her whole life.
Yeah.
And she also knows that he might be with her there because she's an anomaly. But back in America, he's not gonna be with her.
No.
So everyone
she can't afford probably to.
Yeah.
Or maybe she can. I don't know her financial status. I don't know what she does. Her jewelry's expensive.
Everyone who said, I hate to say this, everyone who said, but I have good high hopes for them, lowered that bar. Sorry. I don't mean to ruin everything for everybody.
You kind of do.
Kind of.
You kind of live for it.
I called this DOA from the beginning. It's fun and it's romantic, but it's not real. Because y'all, Harold and Maude, not real.
Wow.
So sorry. I just destroyed your hopes and dreams.
Wait, was Linda Hunt in Harold and Maude? Who was in Harold and Maude?
The woman who was in Rosemary's Baby. What is her name?
She's actually dead.
Yes, she's dead. Her name
Is Harold dead?
I don't know. Probably not.
I hope they were friends for their lives.
Her name is. I am trying to come up with it right now. People are screaming. Oh God, her name.
It's fine. I'm bored now.
No, I need to know. No, you will not.
I don't care anymore.
Her name
God,
is.
for the love of God, please just end this.
Ruth Gordon. Yeah, Bud Cort is still alive. It looks like. Ruth Gordon. It was Maude.
Okay.
That's all I have.
That's all. Who's next?
Gabe and Isabel.
Oh, yes. Gabe and Isabel. I'm going to say it again. They don't have problems.
I agree.
I mean, this is a technical problem, but this whole thing of, it's not for audacity, but it is, this is what I think happened. This is what I'm calling. TLC said, hey, we like this kid. We like this girl. We think it'd be really cool to have a storyline of someone who's trans, and they'll be good TV because they know how to. Gabe is a kind of a performer.
Yeah,
like he's hot. He's charming. He is charming.
Yeah,
like I bet you if I ever. Sorry, my nose keeps itching. I need to trim.
Can we follow this train of thought?
I bet you that both of us, if we met Gabe, we would by 10 minutes in, we go.
Probably.
He's very charming.
Finish your.
So
train
my
of
thing
thought,
is,
though.
they're like, now that they thought probably that the drama of this season will be
the parents.
Producer Rachel's going, yeah, we're just waiting for it. Yeah, talking Matt Sharp. Yeah, we're just waiting for them to meet the parents, and we know that's going to be really dramatic. And then the next day, she called Matt Sharp and she said, "Hey, Sharpie,
they're fine with it.
Yeah, they're actually pretty wonderful, and they're great people, and we got nothing.
We're just hoping there's an earthquake.
We're hoping something happens.
Yeah."
She's gorgeous. Isabel's a wonderful person. Turns out so are her parents.
And her children are lovely, so that's not the problem.
Gabe, we're looking at you. What do you got?
I think that, to me, it is a little bit of a red flag that he doesn't have any of that paperwork. And
see, to me,
as a trans person, not to travel with that in a country.
I guess you would think that if you're, he has a license, everything else of his has been fixed and converted. So, why would you think of his birth certificate? And
you have to have it to get married in almost every country. In this country, you have to.
Do you in the U.S.?
Mm-hmm. Usually,
you have to have your birth certificate.
Well, you're proving. You know why? You're proving you're of legal age to get married.
I am curious why, if you didn't do your license and you didn't do everything else, wouldn't you just do your birth certificate?
You can. That is true. I think you have to amend for some trans folks. They amend their birth certificates, so you can change your gender.
Yeah,
on your birth certificate.
Is this a federal thing or is this a state thing? So is it harder? I don't know where his birth certificate's from. If it's from Florida,
I don't know, but it seems like he did change it because he had to send that off to get a passport.
And he said basically
no, you're right. You're right. He said my birth certificate still says female.
Yeah, because and so basically he said he did this like 10 years ago, and laws were different. Things were
definitely.
And he basically said he gave them all that paperwork. He probably didn't scan it or anything like that because he was a young kid. He just gave him. He didn't know. He's telling this attorney that they're meeting with that he gave them this paperwork and he didn't keep any of it.
Yeah, I guess I think the idea of sending your birth certificate somewhere.
I don't think it would be a huge deal now. I would think probably he could go to I mean, he even had a surgery. Couldn't he go to a doctor or?
Well,
you don't have to do
no,
that.
for marriage thing.
I don't know anything of how to do this.
I
so
think they require, because you have to prove you are of legal age to get married. Your license isn't enough.
But I mean, I don't think it would be. It might take some time, but I don't think it would be that hard to get his birth certificate changed in the U.S. But I have no
I agree.
idea.
I agree with you. I think what I laughed about is the idea that he thought the government was going to send him back his stuff.
Yeah, that made me laugh.
They even say when you send off for passports and stuff like that, this will not be returned to you.
They say sometimes if you're lucky, you'll get it with holes punched in it, but don't expect it.
Yeah.
I've always gotten mine back, my old one. But it's hole punched. It's like useless.
But it was just, at that point, it was like, I get it. You were young, but she was very upset too.
She was upset.
And I can kind of imagine, I can kind of understand it.
It is weird that y'all, that's kind of their story, is that they go talk to the attorney. The attorney says, we don't have a lot of people, but if your birth certificate says you're male, things can happen pretty quickly and you can get married here. But the point, what is going to be problematic for them now is, if Gabe comes back, then how will they let him come back if he doesn't have that long?
Right.
But I get a fraudacity.
I do too. The other thing I thought of is
because they're like, hey Gabe, we know you're in love.
Right.
Producer relationship. We know this is great. We gotta fly you back to your hometown where your sister can give us a little bit of drama.
I don't know if oh, that's right.
That's what I think.
He hasn't told. What do you think about him having not told his mother or sister yet?
They're not going to care. His mother was wonderful. Remember, his mother was great.
But why do you think he hasn't told her? Told either of them?
I don't know.
That gives me pause. Well, they complained about him having these capricious relationships.
What is good? What is actually, I think, in a good way? They're not concerned anything. Obviously, they accept Gabe for who he is. They're kind of like normal, privileged American people on 90 Day Fiancé. Does she just want a green card from you?
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a tale as old as time again.
Right. No, that's true.
Are you trying to look up?
I'm trying to look up.
I feel like this is a complicated answer, and we're not going to get to it.
I was looking up same-sex marriage in Colombia. It's been legal since 2016 in accordance with a constitutional court of Colombia. So,
but I think for Gabe, he
wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah,
doesn't want that.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
No, I was just trying to say if they needed it if it wasn't possible.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to be married as a woman.
Yeah. I'm interested because I love watching them, and it's informative and they're entertaining. And his sister, I remember she was funny.
Yeah.
And so she's probably going to ride his ass, and I'll enjoy it. But I do feel like it's fraudacity. That said, I don't care. It's like a Kenny and Armando storyline, or a I just saw a picture with them on Easter with their baby, and that baby is cute.
Benjamin and Akini, or
Kara and
Guillermo.
Kara and Guillermo, like
they had no problems.
It's entertaining, and I love, and they're all great. Put them on. I can't wait till Gabe and Isabel are on Pillow Talk. They'll be great.
Oh, you think they'll do it?
They for sure.
I don't know if they do a lot of. Have they done international Pillow Talk?
They will. I mark my words. They will be on Happily Ever After.
Oh, I agree. I don't know. Kenny and Armando have done it, but it's Mexico, so it's close. Mm-hmm. I wonder if has there been Jenny and Sumit did it, didn't they? Did they do Pillow Talk?
Jenny and her daughter, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Wasn't her daughter?
Was that when she was in the U.S. though?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they can do international Pillow Talk.
I don't see why. They just send them a file. But I don't know. We don't watch Pillow Talk because we feel like it's
gilding the lily.
It's Gilding the Lily.
We already watch it once.
It's kind of like, I actually think my friend is in it. Have you seen, what's the opera the Metropolitan Opera's doing now? I just saw my friend Latanya's in it.
Can you give me
it's
some?
a Terrence Blanche.
Oh,
or Terrence Champion. But there's like an opera of like this man.
Oh
who
yeah, like
seduced.
oh, could you find a hard man like me?
And I'm kind of like,
that's hot.
it's hot, but at the same time, I'm like, it feels a little bit a hat on a hat.
Two men singing opera being gay.
Because two men singing anything in opera is already just really gay.
Yeah.
Already
like talking.
I mean,
could you love a hard man?
Would you
like
like a dick in your mouth?
Oh, I'm coming.
Oh,
I'm
coming.
coming. I'm coming.
Barbecue sauce.
Boom, boom.
that's the show.
That's the show.
That's all we've got.
There's nothing
everybody.
else.
There's nothing
to talk
else.
about.
There's nothing else. But I just want to say, this is so gay DD of me, but God, Isabel kind of does her makeup and they drive. She's so fucking gorgeous.
She is.
I just love this
She is
person.
my favorite person on this
and
season.
when he kissed her at the end, and Gabe kisses. Gabe is good and bad. He kissed her. He's like, I'm salty, and I was like, he is hot.
He is. It's weird. Sometimes I feel like he might be overpromising to her.
Possibly.
There's this weird thing in the back of my mind that's, I don't know. I want to think the best of him, but there's a vibe I get. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
right,
love her
everybody.
though. I love her.
I love them both. Go to realitygaze.com. Y'all know the deal. That's and we'll see you next time. We call these people lonely hearts because are we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places, Poodle?
Yes.
I had fun with you today. This was a fun
I had fun with
day.
you. We're both punchy as fuck.
We are punchy.
Yes. And remember, if you ever try to get something written on a cake past 2:30, you're out of luck because that doesn't happen here in the DR. The bakers are gone.
No cake for you.
Get the fuck out of my store.
Call us.